Hola familia, pura vida, checking in with you, morning walk here, activation in the mountains, amazing activation this morning. And after activation, after a little bit of meditation, checking in with yourself, checking in with life, right? After doing that, a lot of reflection comes through, right? A lot of messages all the time. That's why we do the work we do, right? We do the work we do, we activate, we have our own practice, whatever that is. It can be a walk like I'm doing right now. Hey, how you doing, Adam? Yeah, man, it's beautiful, right? Look at that. It can be a beautiful walk in the mountains. It can be breath work. It can be meditation. It can be journaling. I actually like them all. I like every way to activate it. I'm not a typical guy that I follow always a certain process or step. I am a lot about really connecting with what feels right, with what I need, with my heart is craving, what my soul is craving, Done yoga for so many years, qigong, meditation, the whole thing. And very people are very stuck in like following just the same path and, just keep on with it. For me, I did for a long time, but now what works is really flow. And one of the big realizations I had today was about intention. And I'm feeling that there's so many people talking about intention nowadays, right? It's all connect with your intention, create your intention, you're manifesting. It's all about intention. And yes, it's true. You are co-creating with the universe, right? You always remember that. It's not about you. You are just an extension. You are just a reflection. And when you accept that, life gets beautiful, right? Look at that. Just like this. Just like this. This is you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is you. Right there. That is you. Definitely. Right? And nature is just reminding us all the time who we are. It's just reminding us that if we tap into that state of connection, of accessibility, we are receiving messages, we are receiving what's the next step. And it's no woo-woo thing, There's a lot of people, talking about colors and chakras and angels, and that's amazing. Of course they're there, but what is that gonna serve you if you're not applying it to your daily life, if you're not walking the path, if you're not embodying it, right? What is that for, right? Hey, so the message I received today was, hey, there's too much tension in spiritual life right now. I feel too many people having too many intentions, kind of fighting for intention. And you know what I felt? Like we really have to follow nature when you are connected to nature all the time and you feel the cycles of nature and you feel how beautiful nature is. It's like you plant a seed and you learn that if you plant a seed and then you go and uncover the seed the next day, the seed is not gonna grow, So we plant the seed of the intention, right? We set our intention and we're like, yeah, it's manifesting, I can feel it. Yeah, affirmation, positive thinking, yes, beliefs, yes. But it's too much fire, too much sun burns the seed, you guys. Take it easy, go for a walk, enjoy yourself, enjoy your breath, be grateful, think about other things. If you have your mind focused all the time on how much you're creating and how much you're manifesting and how much all the good things you're attracting in your life, you're not going to attract them, you're going to push them away, because that is not your natural state. When you accept that life is already manifesting through you, you accept it, then it's just you are choosing from your heart, you are choosing from this acceptance. That's what really a choice is. And that's the difference between a choice and a decision. A decision comes from your mind. It it's your mind saying all these pros and all these cons, right? And a choice comes from your soul, comes from your heart. So when you're choosing, you are just accepting what is. What did you came to do to planet Earth? What is your purpose? No matter how big it is, you accept it, because there's so many beliefs that you're not here to shine, that you are not good enough, that you are not that shining light that you feel you are, that inside you know who you are. And there is a lot of awakening right now. That's why I'm sharing so much, because I see so many people having amazing experience right now in their lives, amazing openings. And we need guidance, you know. We need free guidance a lot, you know. There's people that are struggling even with money right now. That's what I'm just opening up the channel. Hey everybody, let's share this with the world. We all have access to spiritual reality. Why is spirituality so all of a sudden so expensive, right? And you know, of course you're receiving the value, and there's things that we charge a certain amount because of the information and the energy we're bringing in. Of course, that's okay, but that doesn't mean we don't all have the right for this information. Information is light, you guys. So the more information you put out there from your heart, the more light you're creating in the planet. The more opportunity you're giving for people to really make a choice in the life and change the life and choose love and choose light, right? But coming again to the theme, because I see a lot of people jumping in. Hello everybody, here sharing with you the beauty of nature. Oh my God, just so in love with these mountains. I can't stop, you know. How is everybody doing around there? Where are you? Let me know where you are right now, so I can connect with you and see the whole planet vibrating together, right? Yeah, I was just talking about hello. I was just talking about intention and how it's been kind of lost, you know, in this spiritual path a little bit. Too much intention. Too much intention. Hey, Patricia, pura vida. Too much intention creates tension. And when you're tense, when you're not relaxed, when you're not accepting that life is flowing through you, your intention will not be manifested. You're pushing too hard. You know, and what we were talking before is that this happens a lot. People plant their seeds. They're rocking it, right? They're full on connected to their intention, to their mind, their emotions. They have the whole law of attraction going, which is great. But we're too focused in the intention. We keep thinking about it all the time. We keep focusing on it all the time. We keep wanting it to make it happen, and we feel bad if time passes by and the intention is not happening, right? And that's where we disconnect, because the mind is always expecting. The mind will always expect, you guys. The soul knows. It's very different. You can live from your soul, or you can live from your mind. And the mind is amazing, but the mind is just a computer. When you understand the mind is a computer, you're not lost anymore in the craziness of the mind. Because you know, all of you, please tell me if you don't know what the craziness of the mind really is, right? We can go off really, really fast and really deep. And if you believe the stories of the mind, you get messed up, right? In an emotional level, energetical level. So yes, we learn to train the mind, but remember, the mind is just your computer. You are not your mind. It's a very good exercise to connect and say, I am not my mind. I have a mind. The mind is just 1% of who I am. I use my mind to realize my purpose in this life. That's why my mind is here for. I love my mind, of course. My mind organizes, my mind rationalizes, my mind has structure, my mind gives direction. My mind is like the crystal where I focus the light into the body, into presence, into life. That's what the mind is for. But we are not the mind. When we get lost in the mind, that's when we come out of the center, out of our ground, out of who we really are, right? So just remember that. Too much intention creates tension. When you're too focused on your mind, going for it, manifesting, calling it in, you are just focused in that manifestation, that can be creating tension in the manifestation. That can be affecting what is already happening. Because when you're living from your soul, from your heart, you know it is already happening. It's inevitable, you guys. Can you feel me with that? Yeah? Can you give me some hearts if you feel this? I sometimes feel I'm just talking to a computer. I can't even see your comments out there because it's so bright, the sun. I can't see. I'm sorry. I can't see your comments, but I can see the hearts kind of coming by. If you feel that, you feel how beautiful, like when you are connected to your soul, when you're connected to your heart and you are really following. Yeah, oh, I love those hearts. Thank you. Those I see. Though I can't see your comments, but I can see your hearts. Yay, right? It feels so good, you guys. Like, can we really surrender? To surrender knowing that life is carrying us. And yes, of course, we're doing everything we can. We're doing the best we can. Surrendering doesn't mean lying on bed and letting it happen. Of course, you are co-creating with the universe. And that's what we call the forces of the soul. We call the force of inspiration. Yes, you are a co-creator with the universe. You are in spiritus. Yeah, inspiration. Inspire yourself with me. Right? You are bringing spirit. You're remembering with every inhalation. You are inspiring in spiritus. And you're remembering that spirit that you are, that infinite place that lies within, that's not affected by anything or anybody outside of us. So every time you inhale, remember in spiritus. Remember, it's all perfect, no matter where you're at right now, no matter what's happening to you, no matter how your external situation is. Don't get lost in that. I'm here to remind you. You are here to remind me. We are reflections of truth. And truth is, there is always that space that's untouchable, that nobody can betray, that nobody can abuse, that nobody can harm, ever. You feeling me? Some hearts out there, yeah? Some loving? I'm so blessed out, you guys, just feeling how beautiful it is when you really just stop and let yourself be accessible. And let yourself stop trying so hard and stop judging yourself so hard. What do I need to do more? And what's the next step? And we're so worried of that, right? Hey, Don Jose, this is the energy we were missing, hermano. Qué alegría, estoy hablando aquí, energía tolteca, hermano. I love so many beautiful beings are jumping in and sending hearts and love. I love this stuff so much. How can we connect around the world together? Oh my God, just look at that. Look how beautiful we are, you guys. Look how beautiful life is. I was feeling today we have a lot of snow melting right now, and I'm like, can we just follow the laws of nature and let our heart melt and let the light, the sun that comes in, let it melt? Can we just do that? Are we capable of stop fighting, of stop trying so hard, and letting go a little bit of our mind, letting go a little bit of control, and saying, I surrender. Thank you, universe. You're guiding me right now. I surrender. I accept my purpose is being materialized right now. And I accept it. And I am so grateful for that. And then I share it with the world. I share these messages with the world as you are sharing your message with the world. Please do Facebook Lives. Please message from your heart. Please open yourself, because the more you share your message, the more you feel the responsibility. Now you start walking your talk, because you're like, oh my God, look what I'm talking about too. Like, am I really committed to my own practice? Am I really committed to my own transformation? Am I really committed to bringing light to the planet? It's a commitment, right? It's really a choice. So how committed are you? I ask you, how committed are you? Are you called? Are you called to become the inner master? To really start coming from that depth inside, that you are no longer being carried like a leaf through life, right? You are surrendering, but knowing you have a purpose. You are focused. You are the master of your house. The emotions and the thoughts and the body and all the desires we have are not guiding you anymore, because you know there's a deepest desire. It's the desire of the soul. It's the desire of life. It's the desire of manifesting the best of you that comes through you, right? You with me? That is so beautiful. And if you're called by this, I will be doing a webinar right now in, I don't know, 1 hour or some, 1 hour free live webinar, just explaining what is self-mastery and how can you start doing that right now, how that can help you have freedom in your life, how that can help you feel empowered, how that can help you open the doors to who you really are. Right? Who you really are. It's waiting for you, you guys. Your full potential is waiting in your heart. Your inner master, your inner leader that's coming here to change the world, to create the change in the world. It's coming now. It's calling you now. Are you ready? Are you willing to open the doors and learn the techniques? Because the information is there. Learn the information and the techniques to really open the door to who you are, to your full potential, to why you're here, right? Ain't that amazing, you guys? I don't know, I just have so much fun talking about this stuff. And look, you saw me like dressed, right? Before with all my really like warm clothes. Now I'm just wearing a little shirt, you know, really just open to life, open to nature, open to follow the cycles of nature. Open that when you plant a seed, you don't go and check on the seed and check on the soil of the seed and remove the soil to see if the seed has grown. That's not how it works. You have to let nature happen. You have to let nature unfold. You have to let nature be. That's the only way. It's funny to see we're the only beings that disconnect from nature, right? Every other being in the planet is following nature cycles, is super tapped in. It's connected to their intuition. They're going in all the time, tapping in. We're the only beings that tap out, that connect out, that disconnect because of the mind. That's the only reason. The ego, that's the only reason. It's not that they're bad. We just don't know how to deal with them. And that's why I'm doing this inner mastery webinar right now. If you're interested, I'll put the link after, but it's starting in an hour. You can still join if you want, but it's all about how can you really like learn from deep inside how to live your life from your heart, from your soul, how to follow the cycles of nature. But how can you do that if you don't have the right information? How can you do that if what they've taught us, it's so much bullshit, right? It's so much stuff that's not related to self. It's all related to mind and memorizing and knowing. But it's not related to how do you live your life? How to live your best life ever? How to be the master of your life? How to go deeper and start living your life from your heart? It's a whole art, you guys, and it's not that complicated, but it's important to have the information, to have the practice. So that's what I'm doing all this with you guys. And that's why I keep popping up. I will always keep popping up. If I bug you, just unfriend me. I'm sorry. Like, if it's too much info, I'm sorry. It needs to come out. And I know there's people that are open to this and that want this and that need this, as I need it too, you know? So it's coming from love. It's coming from sharing the light, sharing the information, so we all awaken in this planet, so we all start owning who we really are, right? So yeah, so much love. Remember that breath we did before, right? In spiritus, you're inspired. You are inspired. You're inspiring yourself through the breath. Every time you inhale, you're remembering the spiritual being you are. Spirit is in you. Spirit is stronger than anything that you can be living right now in your life. Always remember that. And you have the choice right now to live from an empowered place, from a conscious place, from a loving place. Every breath is a choice to connect with who you are. Yay! Oh my God, I have so much fun with this stuff. Thank you for all the hearts, everybody. I think I'm leaving you soon, just giving you a last check here if you just arrived. Just celebrating with nature, with the birds, with all the animals. Snow is melting right now, so it's beautiful to see how nature just melts, you know? Just see the cycles of nature is so beautiful, knowing that we are part of these cycles and that we can choose to live our life as every animal in this planet does. It's so easy and simple, we just don't know how, right? So again, if you're called, check on the link I will post right now. You can check my post on Facebook before. There's the link, the inner mastery, the self-mastery, how to come into inner mastery and start living the best life ever. Love you all so much. Pura vida. Pura vida. We are one. We say in Maya, in Lakesh, Halakin, I am you and you are me. Let's remember that all the time. We are pure reflections of love and light always. So namaste, everybody. Hope you're shining. Hope to see you in the webinar. 1 hour more or less. It's happening. We're going deep into inner mastery. Yes. Mwah. All this love to you. All this love. Look how much nature loves you all the time. Namaste. Mwah. Yes.